Righty, we are live right now. Okay, so in today's stream, this is probably my first stream after a very long time, and in this stream, we're gonna be working on a project that I have been working on, Kuku AutoDB, and this project is supposed to be a web application or a online platform where you can sign up and then you can create entries for your you know, it depends what you want to use it for, but an example is going to be you own a shop and then you can have multiple entries or databases for your shop. You can have a database where you can have all of the products that you have in your shop right now, and then you can have another database where you're going to store all of the items that was sold and stuff like that. So let's say you got a sale today, and when you get the sale, you're going to add a new record to your sales database. When you do that, you are going to be entering the ID of the item that was sold, blah blah blah, and then the application is automatically going to reduce the quantity of that item from your inventories or remove that item from your inventory completely. So basically, what it's doing is it's automating a lot of the database or table interaction for you instead of having to hire a programmer to code this logic. You can just do it from the GUI itself, and then you can set up how things are going to flow, what should happen when you add a new record, when you delete a new record, stuff like that, and then it's automatically going to do what it needs to do, what you set it up to do, and yeah, that's what this whole application is going to be. So as of now, we are working on the authentication part, and we have some stuff set up. Basically, we are gonna be where's my this one? Yeah. So this is my authentication service. We are using Google Authentication for now for verifying the user email, so users can log in with their Google accounts, and once they do that, they're gonna get a token, and then our web application is going to send this token to our backend. The backend is going to generate a JWT token in this section. So this is what we are doing. And apart from generating a JWT token, we also want to add this Google user in our own custom Mongo database. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. So the way we do this is we use an event-driven architecture. So after generating the JWT right here, we are dispatching or broadcasting, whatever you want to call it. It really depends on where you come from. Some people call it broadcasting, some people call it what do you call it, notifying, blah blah blah. So we are publishing a new SNS message, okay? And whoever is listening to this SNS message, or whoever is subscribed to this SNS message, is going to be notified. So in our case, our MongoDB, that's another service, it's going to be subscribed to this specific topic. Okay? And then it's gonna do what it needs to do, and blah and blah and blah. Okay. So as for the subject, let's just call it generated JWT user JWT token. Okay, doesn't really matter. Subject is not that important to us. What's important is the action itself. Okay, so action is going to be generated action is going to be generated. Let's also keep track of the subject, okay? Let's call it event. Let's make sure that it starts with event. Okay. You know what? Let's call this event. And then, yeah, okay, let's think about this. What should the subject be? Generated user JWT token. Okay. Auth service generated user token. Okay. And then we can have a bunch of details for the user and blah and blah and blah. whatever we want to do. Okay, it's gonna be here, right? We also want to return the user info as it's quite useful. Oh no, we actually get the user info from this itself. I think that's good enough. Okay, so yeah, so our JW token is going to have whatever is right there, and what we need is we need our action is going to be our event. Let's call it event generated uh, user JWT token. Okay, and then the what do you call that? The token is going to be, and this is going to be our action sum. Okay, a token, the token is going to be our token itself. Okay, it's going to be a token. So this is the event that we are going to be working with. This is going to fire up this event, and then it's going to be received by our other. Okay, it's the AutoDB implementation auth service. Get rid of this. Okay, generates token. Okay, so we're gonna package this. We are using AWS SDK, so it's quite big. I'm not gonna lie. Our service has been zipped. Now we are going to be uploading our zipped auth service. Okay. Once we're done with this, we also want to open up our CloudWatch, and we want to work on our user helper. For now, we'll just keep the user helper. Blah blah blah. Okay. Also, action, right? Okay. Okay, let's just write this event is broadcasted. We don't really need to explain why we're doing this, okay? We don't really have to explain anything. So we are doing this, we are doing that. We now need secret, okay? Let's do it process dot env dot jwt secret secret, and for the sake of this the privacy doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go to a different UI and copy and check out my what do you call that, my environment variables. Okay, I'm gonna add a new one. Okay, so we updated our, let's get back to our live session. Okay, so we have our secret. Oh, we also need our JWT JSON web token package as well, because we are going to be signing in. We want to be able to decode our data, right? action is there. So const token is gonna be our where's that, parsed data dot data dot a token. This is where our token is going to be stored. It's going to be in parsed data dot data dot token. And the next thing we want to do is we want to extract user info from token. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing. But before that, we want to install our JSON web token. So let's try it out. Node.js JSON web token is the one that we're looking for. What are you doing, step bro? npm install JSON. Is it like that? Web token. Okay, so we have our JSON web token as well. Now to use this, require JWT. What am I doing? Okay, so JWT is there. We have the sign in. Now we want to be able to extract data from this. The code. What else is there? What is SHH? Is that the uh okay, so that's the secret. So we are gonna be passing in our token, and then we are gonna be passing our secret as well. Is this a sync function or a okay, it's not a sync function. So so this is gonna be user info is equals to something like this. Also, I forgot to check if it is gonna be message is gonna be a stringed we're gonna be parsing it, right? So I think we are good enough. So just to be sure, console.log. Okay, that's what we're gonna be doing. So let's package our DB service as well, because now we have a new package, so we have to be zipping it. Alrighty, we created a zip for our function, and now we are going to upload our newly updated DB service. Normally we can do this, we can automate this whole step by using CLI, but I'm too lazy to set up my CLI. Plus my computer is freaking it's freaking compromised. It's not safe. So I decided, you know what, we'll just leave it as it is. So to test things out, let's open up Postman, and let's also fire up our front end. So this is our front end. As of now, it's quite empty, so don't judge me. There's nothing much to it. Oh, it's npm start, yeah. Not node start, it's npm start. Alrighty, let's wait for some things to show up. We are waiting for Postman as well as my front end server to start up. My dev server, to be honest. Dun, dun, dun. Let's just invoke this. And then I want to go to CloudWatch and see if our database is getting closed. Console.log. Is it logging the thing? I really want to know if the database connection is being shut down properly. Connected, parsing, event error, parsing closed. Yes, it's working. Good shit. At least we know that it's working. Let's get rid of the whole record thing. We don't really need that. So what we need is we need to go to this URL right now. We can just use this one honestly. Then once you're here, log in. We can then log in with our account. We set this up so that we can accept. Continue. And here's our token. Copy this. Paste this right here. Paste this. Send it. Let's see what's cooking. What's cooking? Okay, so we are getting our message. That is good. Now we want to see what's happening on the back end. Apparently nothing. Okay, there it is. There it is. Unknown action. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean unknown action? There's our parse data source is there. Action is right there. Is action supposed to be? Okay, action is supposed to be small letter. I want to know if that's what we set it as. Oh, okay. Action is supposed to be action, not the plural action. Okay. And then what about index.js? Want to see if this is action. Okay, yeah, it's correct. We have to update our auth service. You can see that there's a lot of fidgeting that we have to do. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off, dude. I just showed everything. Anyways, yeah, here is everything. You can have a look at it. I'm gonna be changing this once I deploy my application, so yeah. And I don't think I'm famous enough for people to actually give a flying frick about anything. Okay. Nice. Kasi na.
Ito na.
Kaya? Tong kada. I think I fucked it up. Yep. This is the wrong one. Okay. So we have whatever we need. Okay. Let's copy this. Go here. Paste this. Send it. Okay. If there's just gonna be one stream. Okay, so it is. So it is getting stuff done. Okay, and it's called JWT token, not anything else. JWT token. Okay, so JWT token is what it's supposed to be. Copy this. Come back to our database service. Sometimes. Oh. Đúng
Không ta.
không?
You're a man of embarrassment. Okay, ba.
Sudah mau dah kau itu mana katanya salah.
I wonder kaya to the maringa.
Wah, bukan kubunya nggak kamu. Tidak masuk kamu nenggila dah. Jauh kubunya, angan bah sih, alam sangat pen t-shirt sih saya zaman. Normal lah biasa lah.
I can ukti shakti share sai mana hath ke bune bune.
Mau kau mau kalau nenggila.
Ha ga hath ke nachi bune bune. Asli hote hath sai mani.
Dude.
मेरे blink of eye पता एक सौ पैर के साथ लूज ना लगा
Ah, ya bahel na. Ba ano hagi ba may hagi guri ada wala hagi ba bi khata ba robi hagi na yak tishir ka ba haw kaida ka penna ba haw klan ta ka
दादा you blink of eye
eh ati ka sagala embarrassing na na ita are what the hell man ta ati sasa na nung muni chiri ka sema kama nung muni chiri ka phagi na sema kama ki sani ka daw ne so mo helina ang helang ba ang phagi no kabak phedo ba kabak yang bono guri ada ba phagi ta babi khabo bono gur man hanai kabak yang pisir kata cái song khơi đấy được ba
पर है जिलू
baba how chọc khá số khá anh pen một số
अब ना था
cái mà nó sao
डॉट डॉट
hả
डॉट
mua tao mà sinh sống đó tôi đi nhặt lại nó thôi
hay là sướng từ sửa nung vợ
ừ
có được sửa ăn là phải đến cho mấy cái bán rồi đây thế đấy
có tim nặng tươi mà rồi nè right so this is the info that we have copy this I mean let's copy
thế sao đi à
cái đó này nhưng just cái lao xuống này ra
ừ.
nhưng tôi hay chỉ code cái xây trong ý
you are not funny cái tiếng ấy cái nó khăn khá anh sẽ được sang
mày khá tâm ba
for capture in CS location right
tâm này cho sao chị á
status na lang message na
không phân ta ông muốn đã hasma được hay đã tâm đi sao
pero te
bloodshot sky the bloodshot sky
abara blue shade
à alrighty so everything is set up we can actually log in and shit now so our mongo is connected our user info is also there so we just need to gather this information and store it in our database okay so what we're gonna be doing is mongo client dot collection I think it's connection right is an option connect db let's just hard code Kuku Auto DB, right? That is the so we're gonna copy this and paste this here. This gonna be a promise. And this is why I hate JavaScript sometimes. Dot collection. It's gonna be user dot update. And then name is gonna be our user info dot name, and then picture is gonna be our so after updating the user info, what we can do is we can return um red message is equals to updated. Okay. Don't need this. So one should work pretty much right on the spot. So we are deploying this, and hopefully this is going to work now. We are also going to get rid of everything that's in the stream, as well as in the auth stream, although it doesn't really matter. But we are just doing it for the sake of doing it, okay? So we are gonna be generating our new token, pasting it here, sending it. We got our token, and if we go back to our auth service, we should have a new record, blah blah blah, published a new message, and this is the message and everything. And then we can come up to our database service. If we have a look at our database service, we can see that MongoDB connected. We're parsing it. We got the user. Okay, it must be a valid JavaScript object. Okay, Mongo closed. Alrighty, righty. Okay, in that case, let's talk to our best friend. I'm too lazy to Google the right way to do things. You know what? I shouldn't be using this because it's gonna reduce my Googling skills. So Mongo Node.js add a document, something like that. Hmm. I mean, this is correct, right? Hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. This directly. They use it as okay, we cannot do this. Doc is gonna be our ID is gonna be our user info dot user ID, and then we also have our name. Email, and then we also have our picture. So yeah, that's basically it. Alrighty, yeah. Alrighty, yeah. Although I'm not sure if this one got added to our database, but let's just have a look at this. It shouldn't be adding that record. It's empty. Users is empty right now, which is actually fucking good. So we're logging in. We have this. We can paste our code in here. We're generating our JW token successfully. And if you go to our CloudWatch, let's see if we have the new one. Okay, document must be a valid JavaScript object, right? Where is this one? Index.js, line number 60. Okay, line number 60. Let's have a look at line number 60. This one should be a valid JavaScript object. Is this not a valid JavaScript object? Okay, let's ask our best friend now. So we need to set a filter, I see. Weird, should have worked. Should have worked. I mean, the previous one was pretty much the same. Okay, so I'm gonna give this one last try. Doesn't work, I'm gonna have to go with the filter thing or creating database or something, blah blah blah. Let's try to get this one working. Okay. I'm gonna check my database directly. Refresh! Refresh! Nothing's there. Fuck off, dude. So it did not work. filter. We also have to provide a filter, right? Empty document to update the first document returned in the collection. So there should be only one of that document. So I think as for the filter, provide this, and then update upshared. Alrighty, so this one should work. At least that's what I think. Oh no, we need a copy this. Our next task will be to refactor this freaking code and do that sort of things, but we can leave that for the future me to deal with. For now, we just want to get this thing functional. We just want to make sure that our code is functional, okay? That's what we want to do right now. What we want to do right now is check if everything is working perfectly. So we get our JWT that's expected. It was working previously as well, so it's not that big of a deal. What we want is, okay, record is here, everything is here, looks good. Now let's refresh it and see if we have a new record. What the fuck, dude? There should be at least one record right here. Not sure why there isn't any. Our database is Kuku Auto DB. Our collection is this. We're updating the user based on user ID, and we are doing something updated user info. Do we even have that? Did not. The fuck? Update document requires atomic operators. I think we have to do the stat thing, if I'm not mistaken. Like this. I'm not sure, it's just the way it was done right in the explanation thing. I'm not sure what this does, but I want to know what do we have to do set. If this works, we'll ask ChatGPT why would we have to do set. What the fuck, where am I pasting this? No, bro. I wanted to paste the code in our payload of Postman. Okay. Publish new message. Oh, this is the auth. Oh, we want to be in database service. Updated user info. Okay, it's working. So set is something related to atomic. Okay, so we do have everything. Name, email, blah 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 blah. Per fucking fact. Awesome. Okay, so everything's working fine, but I want to know why do we have to use set? why do we have to use that? Okay, there's a good explanation. I'm going to paste this right here and yeah, for the best. Okay. Huh. Email is going to be user info.email. Do this, copy this. So the backend is pretty much done. We can now we now have an event updater or something like that, and we also want to do it for case update. Do add update factory factor the code, and then we want to add update user action, which skips the token decoding of JWT part. Okay, so it looks pretty good. Everything is fine. I think we can update our source code. Don't really need this right now. So we can say that auth service complete with now we can work on the other section, which is going to be our fronted part. So I was thinking, should I do it right now or should I do it later? I think I'm gonna do it right now. How long has it been? 48 minutes. It hasn't even been 1 hour, and I want to quit already. That's a pussy move. I don't want to do that. So let's close this. All right. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up our close this, and we want to open this up. That new window, and the one we want to open is gonna be yeah the front and UI part. Okay. So here we have our Google.astro. And the code, right? We want to send this code to our backend. Gotcha, right? This is the path that we want to be using it. TL endpoints. Const auth. Export auth. So we have the code right here. So what we can do is we can do some async await stuff. What do we have right now? Log in with Google, right? At JWT. So we have the code. What we want to do is we want to import our how do we import stuff? I forgot. Can we just do this, dude? Do this whole thing. Endpoint, yeah. So from the endpoint, we are going to be having okay, so we want to off. So we have the code right now, and using this code, we want to send this to the auth service. We want to do a HTTP request. Does JavaScript have HTTP request by default? Okay. The header. The body is going to be action. Not used to JavaScript. Anyways, let us see if this works. Course is involved, blah 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 blah. Not the mode, right? Let's open up our API gateway. And also, let's clean up our logs, okay? We don't really want to work with logs right now. We don't need logs right now, so that it's easy for us to understand the places that we are bugging out. Supposed, right? So what we want to do is attach authorization. Do we have I don't really want to do any authorization course, right? Configure this star star max age save deploy dev. So this is our development stage. We have deployed this. So hopefully we should be able to do a lot of things now. We can get rid of this, and if we continue, has been blocked by cars, by auth. The servers, so the request mode.
খানা খাবে
The someone
আমার ঘরে দাদা আমার ঘরে
Nangan yung plan ko karacha. Nangan yung plan ko ka. Protocol HTTP. I think we did this bit, right? The course thing. But just to be sure that allow cross access control allow origin. We did star. This should have been reflected. Allow credentials. You know what, let's do this instead. Method is gonna be everything. Make it 300. Not sure why, but that's the default. So let's make it star again. And let's also make the star. Save it. Deploy this. Where's my deployed? Uh, yeah, this is already there. So need to know why this is not working. Hmm. 500 status 500. What the fuck? Why is the status 500 though? Let's check it out. Not service. I see. Not a valid token. Hmm. Okay, it's a invalid token thing. We'll have to see what we are doing that's causing this. Anyways, so we do know that some of this code is working properly. Try this one out. 500 status. Internal server error. Okay. So what we can do is we can do a fetch. Readable stream. Body. It's in the bars. That's where we are getting fucked, right? Request response helper. JS. Okay. Okay, what is the problem now? What's the no? This is the correct one. Ah, no problem, Jason. Where's this one? 85. Unexpected token E blah 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 blah. Hmm. Let's ask our good friend ChatGPT.
May salita ko.
Sana hinting siya ba rin?
Sorry?
Sorry na siya daw.
Yo pa ha? Pati ako.
Like that. Mas sa
May tutingin mo to.
Okay, I mean it's pretty much self-explanatory. We just need a new window and check what is happening in our comments. Okay, request response helper. So we are doing some parsing stuff right here. HTTP. The body is going to be a string, right? Isn't this the kind of body that we are creating? Event the body. Why isn't this parsed easily? Wonder why. Why can't we just parse it normally? What if the body is this one right here? We set this as the body. Okay. Doesn't really matter. We should have just reloaded it at that point. 500 internal server error. Where was the auth? Yeah, it's here. So search params code. We're getting the code. We are getting the code all right. Let's console the lock. What the fuck? It's perfect, dude. I don't know what the problem is. Isn't this perfect? Is it the header type? Okay, this has to be a string then. Method is post. Or we don't have it. Hmm. Okay, so it was the application thing. We have 5 because we're not allowed anymore. Yeah, I mean we're doing it. Green. Then we need the postman. Where's the postman? Yeah, data. Come on, fast. I need to have food, dude. Don't give me the application thing. Shut the fuck up. Okay. What the fuck? Why wasn't this working earlier then? Did rest dot Jason? What the hell? Ah, it's a function. It's a freaking function. Oh my gosh. Fuck off, dude. Server has been disconnected and everything. And yeah, so we are done with the front end as well. And I want to try this one out. You know? Instead of having to stringify this, let's just send this as the raw data. And maybe this is gonna solve the issue. Login. Open up. Okay, failed to get JWT token because 500 internal server error. Okay. Content type application JSON. So that doesn't really work. We can do this JSON dot stringify and try this one out. Also gonna result in a yeah. So if we get rid of this and we try to do it now, it works. What if we just don't do this completely? Yeah, internal server error. So we do need. Alrighty. So it's working. We know that it's working now. Oh, I forgot.